Talking to a girl for the first time can be super intimidating. I mean, who hasn't felt that nervous, sweaty palm sensation when trying to approach a girl? It's like, you want to make a good impression, but you're not sure what to say or do. And worst of all, you're afraid of getting rejected or looking like a total fool in front of her. Alright guys, picture this, you're about to talk to that girl for the first time. Your heart's racing, but you want to make it count. Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to master that moment together and make sure you leave a lasting impression. When it comes to approaching a girl for the first time, there are so many things that can go wrong. You might worry about saying something stupid, or not knowing how to respond to what she says. You might even worry about whether she's interested in you at all. And what if you get tongue-tied or can't think of anything to say? It's like, your mind is racing with all these what-ifs, and it's hard to calm down and just be yourself. Whether it's a girl in your class, at work, or someone you just met at a party, talking to a girl for the first time can be a real challenge. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have all the confidence, tips, and tricks you need to make that first conversation smooth and natural. One of the biggest challenges for me when I was younger was just being able to start a conversation. I'd see a girl I liked, but I'd be too afraid to go up and talk to her. I'd think to myself, what if she doesn't like me? What if I say something stupid? And that fear would just hold me back from taking any action at all. But here's the thing, the more you think about it, the more you're gonna psych yourself out. You gotta just take a deep breath, relax, and remember that it's okay to be a little nervous. It's normal, and it's not the end of the world if things don't go exactly as planned. This is about creating the best first impression, not just about impressing her. It's about connection, making her feel comfortable, and showing your best self. So, what can you do to overcome these challenges and anxieties? The first step, breaking the ice. The power of a simple hi. So, you've seen her, and now it's time to make your move. The first step? Just say hi. Sounds simple, right? But that first step is often the hardest one. You don't need to overthink it. A genuine smile and a simple greeting can go a long way. It's non-threatening and sets a positive tone. One thing that's helped me is to focus on having a conversation, rather than trying to impress the girl. It's not about trying to be someone you're not, or saying something that you think she wants to hear. It's about being genuine, being yourself, and seeing where the conversation goes. Finding the right environment. Pick the right moment. Timing is everything. If she's busy or surrounded by friends, it might not be the best time. Wait for a natural moment, like when she's on her own or in a relaxed setting. Approaching her in a neutral setting, like a group conversation or during a break, often works better than catching her off guard when she's deep in a task. 3. Building rapport and keeping the conversation flowing. Active listening. Once you've broken the ice, focus on listening. Active listening means giving her your full attention, showing that you care about what she's saying. This will help you connect on a deeper level. Ask her questions that show interest in her world. This isn't an interrogation, but a conversation. Simple things like, what's your favorite way to spend a weekend? Or have you been to any cool places recently? Don't overthink your responses. Now, don't stress about every word you say. Just be yourself. If you overanalyze everything, it'll only make the conversation feel forced. Instead, react naturally to what she shares and let the conversation evolve. Pay attention to body language. Body language is just as important as words. Maintain eye contact, smile, and open your posture. If she's leaning in, that's a good sign you're on the right track. If she's backing away or looking distracted, maybe ease up and give her space. Complimenting without overdoing it. Compliments are great, but don't go overboard. Focus on things that feel natural, like you have a great energy, or I love your perspective on that. Complimenting her personality or style works much better than just physical compliments. 4. Avoid being too self-conscious. Don't dwell on mistakes or say sorry too often. This gives the impression that you're not confident in yourself. If you stumble over words or make a little mistake, just keep going. People are forgiving. 5. Knowing when to end the conversation. Ending on a high note. Ending the conversation well is just as important as starting it. You want her to leave with a good impression of you, and you don't want to overstay your welcome. Wrap things up with a positive note, like it was great talking to you. Let's catch up again sometime. Don't rush it, but be clear that you're wrapping it up in a way that feels natural. 6. Bonus tips for long-term success. Building confidence over time. Mastering the first conversation is just the beginning. The more you talk to different people, the easier it becomes. Practice makes perfect. Dealing with rejection. Not every conversation will go perfectly, and that's okay. Rejection isn't personal, it's just part of the game. Use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Being yourself. The ultimate secret? Just be yourself. Trying too hard to be someone you're not will come off as inauthentic. If you want to connect with someone, you have to be real. Another thing that's helped me is to prepare ahead of time. Not by rehearsing lines or anything, but just by thinking about what I want to talk about. What are my interests? What do I want to know about her? Having some ideas in your head can help you feel more confident and in control. And then there's the importance of body language. A lot of times, we focus so much on what to say that we forget about how we're presenting ourselves to the girl. Make eye contact, stand up straight, and smile. These little things can make a huge difference in how confident you come across. One time, I was at a party and I saw this girl that I thought was really cute. I was nervous, but I took a deep breath and went over to introduce myself. We started talking, and it turned out we had a lot in common. We talked for hours, and it was one of the most natural, effortless conversations I'd ever had. And the best part was, I didn't try to be anyone I'm not, or say anything that I thought she wanted to hear. I was just myself, and it worked out great. So, what can you take away from this video? Firstly, remember that it's okay to be nervous. It's normal, and it's not a bad thing. Secondly, focus on having a conversation, rather than trying to impress the girl. And thirdly, be yourself, and don't try to be someone you're not. So there you have it. Breaking the ice, building rapport, handling awkward moments, and knowing when to end the conversation are all essential steps to mastering the moment when you first talk to a girl. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. You've got this. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Don't be afraid to take the leap. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more confidence-building videos, and drop a comment below about your experience with first conversations. Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any tips or experiences you'd like to share about talking to girls for the first time, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about social skills and confidence, be sure to check out my other videos.